firm. And welcome to the live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Terry Ross along with Caleb Franklin, and we're coming live to you from U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today it features St. Mary's taking on Brookings-Harbor in girls soccer, what they are calling, as the athletic directors put it, euphemistically calling a quarterfinal. I don't know that it's really a quarterfinal, but it's a quarterfinal as there's 8 teams that have gotten together for a little bit of a tournament and a playoff atmosphere. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Medford School District and our participating community business partners. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support. Please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and then click on the red subscribe button. The Bill's Glass Coach's Corner is brought to you by Bill's Glass, the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. As we said, this is being called euphemistically a quarterfinal game. That does mean, I asked them, I said, so that does mean that there would be something called a semifinal and a final. And they said, well, yes, there will be. And so that will take place on Thursday and Saturday. We already know that the winner of this game plays Sutherland up in Grants Pass on Saturday at some point. Don't know what time yet. That's all to be determined. But Sutherland gets a no contest as their opponent was unable to field a team. So the winner here will advance. St. Mary's comes into this game with a 5-2 overall record, a 4-0 league record. Meanwhile, Brookings-Harbor is 7-3-1. They're 6-1 in league play. That's where they finished up. Both of these teams won their respective leagues. So that's how they got here. There's 7 other teams. Well, there were 7 other teams playing. 6 other teams playing, because we've got 2 of them here. 6 other teams playing. As I say, we know the winner of one, Sutherland, as they have a no contest going for them. Bill's Glass Coach's Corner was brought to you by Bill's Glass, locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. So they should be getting out on the field just about any moment now. St. Mary's is in their blue uniforms, and I imagine they're going to be going left to right across your screen, and Brookings-Harbor will be in their white uniforms as they are the traveling team today. The officials coming out to the middle of the field, and here comes Brookings-Harbor, and I was wrong. Brookings-Harbor will be going left to right across your screen. St. Mary's right to left for this first half. The officials wearing red today. Sometimes they wear yellow. The last soccer game I was at, they all wore black. But today they have chosen red. And I think we're ready to get it on. St. Mary's is out on the field. And so we'll try to get ourselves in a position where we can actually see everything that's supposed to be, we're supposed to be able to see. Brookings-Harbor will start with the ball. And the officials trying to tell everybody to ask if they're all ready to go. And they are. So away we go. We'll see if St. Mary's can get good pressure on. Last time I saw this girls team play, they were able to do really good getting offensive pressure on, but Brookings-Harbor has maybe a little bit of a different challenge since they're pretty good themselves. So we'll see what they can do. Right now, St. Mary's has it on the Bruins side of the field. And now St. Mary's takes it back. That's going to be Castillo with it, Mia Castillo. There's a couple of Castillos on the team. So we'll have to maybe use first names while they're both on the field. There's Mia Castillo again. Gets it ahead to Dobry. And now they're just going to kick it back to their goalkeeper, Reed, and just see if they can't get it started over. There you go. Now it's down to Dole. Let's see if Dole can get a shot on. She's got one person between her and the goal. Gets around that one. Fires on the goal, and it goes left. Wide left. But St. Mary's having the first shot at the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper gets that one out of there. Close to it was Whitney West, but Whitney West wasn't really putting a shot on it. Just the goalkeeper got it out of there. Should have got the goalkeeper's number before she took off. St. Mary's again, but it's going to go over the end line. And that one's kicked right to Dole. But then Brookings-Harbor takes it right back, and there's St. Mary's to take it right back. St. Mary, here we go again. Dole's going to have another chance at this if she can turn it. Nope. Nope. The goalkeeper takes that one away. Have to ask my cameraman, can you see the goalkeeper's number? You can't see it through your lens? No. All right. With it right now there for just a moment was Gallardo. Gallardo made a shot, but that's rejected by Harlan for Brookings-Harbor. And their goalie gets it out of there with a punt to nearly midfield. That's an incorrect inbounds pass, so now Brookings-Harbor will do it. And that's Gallardo there was fighting for the ball. St. Mary's gets it. Fire it again. Here we go. This is Dole. And nope, offside. So that'll bring that back and give the ball back to Brookings-Harbor. Dole left it short of where Brookings-Harbor wants to kick it from, and they move it up in about another 5 or 10 yards, which is probably the right place. I'm not saying they're cheating. Just pretty tricky on Dole's part. So a lot of defense right now. Neither team getting a whole lot of momentum out of their offensive possessions. Here's St. Mary's trying it again, and there's a kick on goal. There's a shot. That was, I believe, West with that shot. But the goalie put a halt to that. So 2 shots on goal and 2 saves for the goalie so far. Brookings-Harbor has yet to have a shot on goal, although this is getting pretty dangerous. Ashland will get it out of there. And gets it ahead to Dobry. Around it goes to Castillo. That is Sophia Castillo. And another whistle. And give the ball back to Brookings-Harbor. As Gibbs got a little offside. That's going to go out of bounds. That'll be Brookings-Harbor ball. So now we're down on St. Mary's side. Bruins are beginning to dominate a little bit. They've got it down close. Now it's way out on the left side. Let's see if St. Mary's can get it out of there. They do, sort of. And kick it out of bounds. That was Hatfield that managed to get that out of bounds. And Strom got there and took that one away that time. St. Mary's has it back, and then it goes back the other way. This is really going to be apparently a defensive battle today. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. My man warned me that you can't see the action. I'm sorry. I apologize about that. I got into watching the game instead of my computer. A lot of the action right out of midfield. Like I say, this is just a defensive struggle right now. There's a pass through, but Brookings-Harbor is going to take care of that. Booting that away is Reed to make sure no harm comes to St. Mary's. No shot on goal there. We've played 9 minutes so far in the game. More or less anyway, unofficially. We haven't had any clock stoppages yet. There's a pass through, but that's going to be taken by Reed also. And Brookings-Harbor won't get anything out of that. Reed will punt it away. And they'll head it back the other direction quickly. And again, Reed will just take it off the ground. This is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a defensive struggle. First team that scores may win. Here goes St. Mary's with it. A 2-on-1. There's it going ahead. Not going to be able to turn it back. There's a shot on goal, but again, Brookings-Harbor will cover that. A little bit of a collision in the goal. And now we're going to get our first stoppage as the goalie is hurt. There was a collision between, and I don't apologize that I don't know the goalie's number or names. Maybe somebody behind me could tell me if I turn around. There was a collision between them and Dobry. Who's your goalie?
Really cute girl. Ask this lady over here.
So, looks like she might be. Okay, nope. Oh, they're taking her off the. That's Dakota, is the last name. I'll try to find a. So, but she's leaving. As she's now among the injured. So we'll see who steps into goal next. And number 11 is Zoe Carlson is the one that's injured. Getting ready to come in. Well, I don't know who's getting ready to come in. I'll just remind you that today's game is brought to you in part by My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunching your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K.
Rocket is going in for Dakota.
Rocket?
Harrington?
Oh, Merrington. Okay.
Rocket is going in for
Yes, Rocket Merrington is now at goal. What it is Brookings-Harbor is wearing a yellow shirt and it covers up the number, and it's like, well, hello. Okay, now I see a 13 momentarily. Brookings-Harbor has quite a fan contingent here today. And so that's kind of interesting. They're helping me stay straight with the Bruins. There we go. And now they've got to get around. Nope. Going to get ridden off the ball. Going to get it ahead again. Here's Dobry. Dobry needs to center it. Can't get it turned around and going the right way. And getting that one is Sophia Castillo. Into the middle it goes. Brookings-Harbor knocks it away. That's Lillian Castillo with it. And it's going to be St. Mary's ball. Fans, you can help keep Table Rock Sports in the game by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports at youtube.com, then click on the red subscribe button to help us continue to cover the action. And this is just a massive defensive struggle here today. There's another pass through. This again to Dole. I guess. So Dole with it, but couldn't get it turned around. It'll go out of bounds. Sophia Castillo will inbound it. over to the far side. St. Mary's trying to have way down the left side of the line, but couldn't get it quite turned again. So they'll retain possession after it goes out of bounds off of Brookings-Harbor. Brookings-Harbor is just keeping St. Mary's from being able to get it into the center, getting a real good look at the goal. It's not that St. Mary's hasn't had it down there a lot, just haven't had a good look. That's going to go out of bounds. That'll be St. Mary's ball. It's a nice day here in the Rogue Valley in the Medford area. Temperatures have been up close to 70 today. There's a shot on goal. That's going to go wide right. So Brookings-Harbor will try to get this one booted away. Please thank our great sponsors who make this great high school action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Reed will grab that, though, and just boot it out of there, so that's nothing for, again, Brookings-Harbor. Strom trying to get it around, but can't do it. And now here comes St. Mary's trying to get it a little pressure back the other direction. There's Dole, who will get it around to Fernandez. And now it's back down on the Brookings-Harbor side of the field as Gutches advances it, but there again, great defense. Both of these teams are making sure the other one doesn't really do too much damage as we approach 18 and a half minutes played. So quite a ways to go here yet in the first half. No score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. And there's a one. And that, I believe, was number 13 that scored that one. And that was at about the 19-minute mark, just a little short of. I'm going to give it to number 13 from St. Mary's. No replay, who knows, huh? So that would be Gibbs that gets the Crusaders on the board first. Trying to get it back to Gibbs in the middle. Gibbs, nope, can't get control. Dole working it, got it over to Gibbs, but that one is brought down by Merrington. So a save for Merrington. This is going to go St. Mary's way. Gibbs has it. over on the left side of the field. This is where St. Mary's has it. Inbounding was Stillwell. And there's another shot on goal. But that was saved by Merrington also. I think it was Dobry that took that shot, but Merrington was right there to grab it. They call that on Dobry. There's a good hitter by Ashland. Get that ball going the other direction. Here's going to be another shot on goal. Maybe. There is. But that one's also going to be saved by Merrington. That was, again, Gibbs with it. But not enough foot for Gibbs on that one. Merrington handled it easily. And what do we have here? And it's going to be way out of bounds as we approach the 23-minute mark. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. So a goal kick for the Bruins. St. Mary's working it down to the middle. Stop. And there again. Say it's St. Mary's ball, and this will be a goal kick. Fernandez was one of them there. She's now in front of the goal. I don't know if I can really see who's taking this goal kick, or corner kick, excuse me. And into the middle it goes. There's a shot on goal, booted out of there. Another shot on goal by Dole, booted out of there. Another one by Dole. And they'll try a third one. This one goes way over the net. So the first one was just taken out of there by Lexi Schofield for Brookings-Harbor, as the defenders for the Bruins playing pretty good ball right there. Standing right in front of their goalkeeper. Won't be much scoring to talk about at halftime the way this one is going. Right now it's a 1-0 lead for the Crusaders on the John L. Scott scoreboard. There's Dole trying to get it into the middle. Does. No. Trying to get it under control by the time there's a shot. That'll go wide left. So that'll be back to Brookings-Harbor. Occasionally the official is right there in front of the net, our view of the net anyway. Now we got substitutions coming left and right. St. Mary's controls that kick into the middle. Trying to get a shot desperately. There's Dole trying to set it up one more time, but taken away by Brookings. And Dole takes it right back. Now won't get it out though as Castillo will stop that. And they'll set it up one more time. Into the middle. Shot on goal. And that's stopped by Merrington. That time it was Fernandez with the shot on goal. But Merrington right there again. I don't think that Reed has even had a save yet this time, because I don't think that Brookings-Harbor so far has even had what you'd officially call a shot on goal. There's a tripping foul on Brookings-Harbor. Ashland will reset the ball and figure out where to go with it. Way down long to Fernandez. And Merrington will wrap it up before it can enter the net and punt it away. You maybe hear the Brookings-Harbor's fan there in the background. Dole gets it over to Gibbs, but Gibbs can't do anything with it, so they'll just go the other side. Brookings-Harbor is right there to take it away again. Fernandez ahead to Gibbs. Can Gibbs get a shot? Yes! Goal! That would be the second one for Gibbs. At least by my count. So 2-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. As St. Mary's manages to find the net a couple of times here in the first half. See if they can get some more pressure on Castillo. Ahead to Fernandez, and that's Gibbs. Brookings-Harbor will chase it down. Castillo sends it to Reed, who boots it out of there. And Reed will grab it before the Bruins can do anything with it. Roll it this time to Castillo. And about 9 minutes to go in the half as we've reached the 31-minute mark of the game. Still 2-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Ahead, right there's a shot, but that's going to be booted out of there by Ashland. Booted out of there before Reed had anything to do with it. Out of bounds again this time. St. Mary's way, so the Crusaders will try and bring it down here in the final minutes of this first half. Taken away. And out of bounds. Still to Brookings-Harbor. I think the fans' analysis is going to be here that Brookings-Harbor played pretty good defensively, but offensively they a little out of sync maybe. Here comes Fernandez trying to get it ahead, can't do it. That pass through was taken away by the Bruins. There's Strom sending it way downfield, but St. Mary's is the only ones there. Keeping it on that far sideline from us and on the St. Mary's side of the field right now. Crusaders can't get it going the other way. Now they do. Trying a shot on goal. Yes! Goal! And that was done by, as soon as we can get a number there, we'll tell you who shot that one. I'm wanting to say it was number 5. Let's see if I'm right. I am right. Number 5. So that was Dobry. It gets her first goal of the game. Crusaders have it right back down there in a hurry. See if they can add one more before halftime. Down below, about 5 minutes to go. I'm not sure what the stoppage is, but about 5 minutes. Castile will send it off to Reed. Well, that was a pretty weak kick there, but Reed recovers and gets a little bit better foot on it. There it is being sent ahead again, but Marrington will take care of that for the Bruins. Ashland, along with Stillwell, was battling the ball there for a few minutes. Ashland will inbound. As we have only about 3 minutes, maybe 3+ to go. There's a shot on goal, but that one's batted down by Marrington. West with that one, but Marrington batting that one away. Final 2 minutes on our clock. I don't know about the officials' clock, but we've got final 2 minutes. Brookings has it down deep in St. Mary's territory. Oh, there's a trip. Called that one on Fernandez. Peters. Nope. Peters will not kick it. Carlson will. That was close. But Reed grabs it. Keeps it out of the twine. Fernandez sends it through, and only Brookings-Harbor, unfortunately, is there. That was off of Tuttle's foot. Some substitutions. And we're going to have some play on time here because my clock's going to... There's a shot on goal. Good. Getting that one was West. So West joins the scoring club. And she scores it with, well, we'll have to say the 40-minute mark, but I'm not really sure where we're at. But it's now a 4-0 ball game here in the first half on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Ashland will chase that one down. So far, unofficially, we've played another minute, almost a minute and a half. Way deep in St. Mary's territory. Brookings-Harbor trying to find their way to the scoreboard. And that, the official says, nope. I thought he said it was going to be halftime, but nope. Somebody got into the goal box. St. Mary's will boot it out of there. That's Castillo taking it down the line, but being harassed constantly there. And doing the harassing was Harlan for Brookings-Harbor. St. Mary still has it, though, on the Bruins side of the field. There goes Gibbs chasing it down, centering it. Brookings-Harbor will knock that out of there. Knocking it out of there was Schofield that time. And there will be a chase down of the ball. The Medical Eye Center of Medford is helping bring you today's action. They have a wide range of eye care services for the whole family. Visit medicaleyecenter.com to learn how they might help your vision needs. So we continue to play on. We had an injury, and I just didn't stop the clock for the injury. And also, every time a goal is scored, they stop it, and I haven't stopped my clock. So far, we played about 4.5 minutes, almost 4. Well, 3.5, almost 4 minutes now. The injury probably took quite a bit of time. And there, they'll declare time at the 4:14 mark. So, as you take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, as we are now at halftime, at the half, it's St. Mary's 4, Brookings-Harbor nothing. As you listen to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
By Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
And we welcome you back to Halftime, brought to you by SportsMedford.com, the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Youth and adult sports leagues and tournaments are back on. To get in the game, visit SportsMedford.com, where you can learn about leagues and sign up. As you can see by the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's a 4-0 lead for the St. Mary's Crusaders over Brookings-Harbor Bruins. St. Mary's scored at about the 19-minute mark when Gibbs managed to get it into the net. It wasn't too much earlier or later than that. The Gibbs got it in there again at about the 28.5-minute mark, and she scored her second goal. At the 34-minute mark, it was Dobry that got one in, and at the 40-minute mark, it was actually a little bit longer than that because they played 4 extra minutes, so probably was closer to the 36-minute mark or 37-minute mark than getting it in for them. For the St. Mary's Crusaders was Whitney West. So the Crusaders have a 4-0 halftime lead. This is what they are optimistically calling a quarterfinal game, as 8 teams are basically playing in kind of a little bit of a tournament in this culmination week to end the season. They say the winner of this game, which right now is St. Mary's, already knows they will be playing Sutherland in Grants Pass Thursday. I don't know what time that is. We know it's Sutherland because Sutherland ended up being able to just advance to their game with a no contest when the other team their opponent failed to put a team on the field. And no reason was given to me by athletic director Jamie Young. He didn't really spend any time talking about that. So they know, though, that they will be playing Sutherland in Grants Pass if they continue to go on to win this particular game. And then who they'll play Saturday, of course, is, I guess, up for debate at this point, as have to kind of see how the rest of the games shake out on Thursday, and if you can even win on Thursday against Sutherland. We're at halftime on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It now shows St. Mary's 4, Brookings-Harbor nothing. You're listening to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, a presentation of TableRockSports.net.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guys! You're killing me!
Or this.
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week. As you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, as we get ready to start the second half, that the score reads St. Mary's 4, Brookings-Harbor nothing. St. Mary's will start with the ball. And there's the kick, and we'll try to set the clock up for you here. See if you can watch it yourself a little bit. It'll be fairly unofficial, but at least some idea of the time. Good pressure, good offensive first half for the Crusaders. They'll be looking to see if they can do that again here in the second half. There's a bit of an advancement by the Bruins, but it's not going to turn out to be much. As once again, St. Mary's is playing on the Brookings-Harbor side of the field right now. There's Dobry with it, but she's going to have the ball taken from her. St. Mary's will take that pass willingly. And we'll go back in again to a bit of a defensive struggle, which we saw in the first half, early on in the first half. The half went on. Eventually, things got loosened up a little bit. Strawn trying to chase it down. Oh, that's dangerous. There's a good play right there. Reed tried to kick it away, didn't work real well, and it was right there in front of the net. But Castillo, I believe it was, got there and just kicked it out of bounds, which is a smart play on her part. It's still right in front of the net, but Reed will knock that one away. They say, though, it's still Brookings-Harbor ball. A lot of milling around as they're trying to find the ball at this point. Any of them, I guess, will work, is what they're trying to say. They still don't have it set. Today's game is brought to you in part by My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. So it's a corner kick for the Bruins. There it is. Crusaders trying to get this thing turned around to go in the other direction now. Have it in the middle. Dobry has it. Oh, can't get anything out of that. Or Dole. Not Dole. It was Dole, not Dobry. But Brookings-Harbor. Oh, there we go. Now it's taken away. Now there's a... trying to get that one. That time was Hatfield, but Hatfield couldn't quite get there. And there's the one that's going to be booted out of bounds by Lillian Castillo. Ooh. That's one. Ooh, that wasn't expected, I don't think, by Carlson. Uh-oh, Gibbs is on the ground holding a knee. And now Gibbs is up. Let's see if she's okay. Trying to get that thing loosened up. She's running. She's running pretty good now, so we'll apparently got that thing straightened out right away. And out of bounds it goes again. This will be St. Mary's that will be inbounding it. Fans, you can help keep Table Rock Sports in the game by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports at youtube.com and then click on the red subscribe button to help us continue to cover the action. As before in the first half, we have a bit of a defensive struggle while they work things out here. As you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, a 4-0 lead for the Crusaders. There's a pass through, but taking that away is Mia Castillo. Getting it ahead to Dobry. Dole trying to chase it down, and Marrington barely gets that out of there. In fact, St. Mary's is going to control it. Gallardo took control of that. There's Dole, but they can't do anything, so they'll just reset. Sophia Castillo. There's a whistle. An offside on St. Mary's, so Brookings-Harbor will chase the ball down and come back and have the kick when they finally get it there. Please thank our great sponsors who make this great high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Brookings-Harbor has it set, and there they go. Right out of bounds. St. Mary's has the pressure on Brookings-Harbor, but certainly not able to do much with it as the Bruins are keeping them bottled up once they get down here. Marrington leaves the goal. That's kind of dangerous. And now she's back in it. Now, especially when you've got Crusaders all around it, and there's a shot that she grabs out of the air. Looks like that shot was probably by Dobry. Again, the Crusaders trying to advance it forward. They do. They get it to Dobry. Dobry can't do anything. Ashland steals that pass. Ahead to Hatfield. Hatfield fires. Marrington will stop it. And punt that out of there for the Bruins. Again, St. Mary's will control that. Oh, here goes Brookings-Harbor, but Reed will put a stop to that threat. I'll hold it in her hand. Scoreless half so far, as you can see. We're approaching the, about 24 seconds, we'll be approaching the 8-minute mark here. Once the goals started to come for St. Mary's in the first half, they came in bunches. They were real close together. It took them most of the first half to get there. In the second half, we're seeing somewhat the same thing. Here we go. Here's Hatfield trying to get it center back the other way for Dole. Gets around. There's Dole with it. There's Dobry. Fires on goal, but Marrington takes it out of the air. And gets that down to the midfield stripe where Ashland had it momentarily, but then now they've got it back under control. Hatfield in the middle. This is Dole. Right over to Gallardo. Gallardo fires on goal. That one goes off the end by the sidebar. And now Marrington will dive on it as Dole was right there to give it a punch, but Marrington got there first and punched that one out of there. Well, once again, St. Mary's is going to control the punt. Glasser trying to get it over to Lillian Castillo, but Brookings-Harbor takes that, and the Bruins move it to the midfield stripe.
Good job. Way to intercept it.
That was Gallardo with the footwork there. Now they're going to get Dole for offside. So Brookings-Harbor will set it up, see if they can't get it going in a forward direction. And Reed will stop it. Really wasn't much of a shot on goal. It was going to be way wide to the right if Reed hadn't have grabbed it. Hatfield Trying to chase it down. She does. Nope. Lillian Castillo. Oh, they can't do it. And it's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be St. Mary's. To inbound it would be Ashland on the inbound. Nope, I'm wrong about that. Lillian Castillo will inbound it. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon for soccer, I'll tell you that. A lot of fans here from Brookings-Harbor, too. Good showing. Marrington boots that out of there. Is trying to chase it down. Was West. Couldn't quite get there fast enough. Here's Lillian Castillo over to the middle. Nope. Dobry tried to get there, but couldn't. Now we're going to do it again. To the middle. It goes. Shot on goal. Yes. Number 7. That would be Fernandez. As they come up with another goal. This one at about the 54-minute mark. As Fernandez grabs that one. Ooh, that's going to be dangerous. Brookings let it go right past them. And they're going to send it back to Marrington. Marrington will get it out of there. Brookings-Harbor still has it somewhat under control. And now the Crusaders will take it back. Now leading at 5-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Oh, yep. Barely went over the line, but it did. Lillian Castillo was set to inbound that, but they want a substitute for her. Coming in is Cortez. And Cortez will inbound it. Ashland chases it down for the Crusaders, but out of bounds. Carlson will inbound it for the Bruins. All right. Brookings-Harbor has it down on the St. Mary's side of the field, looking to get on their scoreboard for the first time. It'll go out of bounds. Oh, they say touched by St. Mary's. Reed grabs that before any harm is done. There's a punt. St. Mary's will retain control. That's Marissa Scott for Brookings-Harbor that trying to control that ball and was battling for control, but eventually lost it out of bounds, battling with West. West finally got her to kick it out of bounds. West is right there, but Marrington will grab it. Glasser has it under control to Galatos. Marrington will grab that before it can do any damage. Gallardo, I guess. Got her name wrong. Gallardo. His hands. I don't think Cortez meant to do that. It's just that the ball bounced up on her and there was nothing much to do except put a hand up or get hit in the face. Barely deflected the hand. Setting it up is Zoe Carlson for Brookings-Harbor. There's a nice long boot, but that'll be controlled by St. Mary's. Dole gets it out of there. Well, here comes the Brookings-Harbor back. Nope, Reed will take it. Megan Pearson made a bit of an effort to fire the ball on goal, but Reed grabbed it. So 21 minutes to go in the game. We reach the 20 minutes to go in the game, I guess. Just a little over 20. Almost midway through the second half as we get close to the 60-minute mark. Some substitutions. Gallardo is on the way out. And we'll figure out who came in a minute. It looks like Gibbs is back in. There's a shot. Nope, not quite yet. Can they get it out of there? They do. Really close was Carlson to getting a shot off. But St. Mary's chases it out of there. Coming back again. Here's Carlson again, but I don't think Carlson's going to get to this one. This one's going to go over the end line. Nope, saved at the last moment. And booting it away so that no harm is done is Glasser. And that, I believe, will. Now we have whistles all over the place again. A couple more substitutions. This is interesting. Reed is on the way out. And again, they're wearing a jersey and you can't even see the number. I think that, yeah, that was Reed that went out. But I don't know who took her place. There's another substitution. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. 5-0 ball game on the John L. Scott scoreboard. St. Mary's leading it. Brookings-Harbor threatening to get on the board, though, and find the net here. Got it down deep. Gibbs trying to get that thing out of there, and finally does. Marrington will take it, but closing in fast that time was West. There's a good punt. Bruins can't do much with it, though. There we go. There's a shot. Nope. St. Mary's is going to take it back out of there. Come over here and threaten our equipment. Dole was like, I chuckled. She couldn't hardly get the ball out from underneath the bench. Rolling everywhere but where she wanted it to go. Dobry into the middle, but only white shirts there. Glasser into the middle. That's West. Well, West isn't going to be able to do anything with it, but Dobry, no, Dobry can't do anything either. But St. Mary's gets control anyway. Gibbs fires, and Marrington will stop that. So that threat ends. Here comes West again. Marrington stumbles. West is there, and Marrington was going to fall on it and keep it out of the net. West had a couple of chances at it and couldn't put either one of them in. Marrington finally fell on it. There's West one more time. Can she get it? Nope. Dole trying to help out. Dobry. But the Bruins get it ahead and out of bounds. Off the foot that time of Burton. Gibbs was on the fly. Marrington once again getting there first. Get it out of there for the Bruins. Now St. Mary's beginning to put some real pressure on. That's Cortez. Ooh. Ooh. That one had to hurt. You saw Carlson take that one and take that header. That one smarted. Glasser over to Dobry. There's West down there again. Oh, no shot this time either. They get it past Dole and past Cortez. Ashland will knock it out of bounds. Coming out for Brookings is Zoe Carlson, and into the game is Sarah Fulton. I believe it's Fulton's first action today. Over the end line, it's going out of bounds. Which way? Everybody's looking. Official says about 13. That's about where we're at, 12:53. Again, we haven't had too many clock stoppages this half. That's out. That's off of the foot of Schofield. To Gibbs. They had it to Gibbs in the middle, but couldn't get anything done with it. Ashland will grab it back. Dobry. To Dole. Ahead to Dobry. And there they send it ahead to West. West is on the move. Marrington is there. Marrington is beating West by about one step. That's like the third or fourth time this half they've set that play up. Glasser. There they go again. Watch this. Over to Glasser. Glasser will send it through to Dobry. Dobry around, fires on goal. Goal! There's another one. Another goal. This one coming with just under 10 minutes to go, or 11 minutes to go. I'll have to do my math. It's at about the 69-minute mark. So Dobry gets in on the action. That's her second, as I have it unofficially, at a 6-0 ball game. We'll be dipping under 10 minutes here, just in a few seconds. That'll be all the time that's left is 10 minutes. There's Dobry. Goes left, goes right. Gets it off the West, but a little too long for West to get it. There's Fulton. Has it taken away. Emma Meyer, who's in the game, grabbing that one. There's a shot on goal and in. There's another goal. That one was Gibbs. Not quite the 71-minute mark. A little, just a few seconds there. And Gibbs grabs her second goal of the game. Now 7-0. We're under 9 to go. At this point, they'll just play the game out no matter what the score. Or at least I would think they would. Way on the left side of the field. Oh, there's a tripping. Nope. I'm going to say it was not a tripping foul. Got tripped up by the turf. Get it ahead. That's West. Nope, West can't get there that time. Ridden off twice. Brookings-Harbor will try to control it over on the left sideline. And there's one. There's a tripping foul. That's out of bounds. Brookings-Harbor will throw it in. Trying to go long. Push. That push is on Ashland. My goodness. Brookings-Harbor is going to have to go chase the ball down, bring it all the way back. The Medical Eye Center of Medford is helping bring you today's action. They have a wide range of eye care services for the whole family. Visit medicaleyecenter.com to learn how they might help your vision needs. So right in front of us, Pearson sends it down towards the goal on the St. Mary's side of the field. Brookings-Harbor will see if they can get on the board. Nope. Gibbs has it on her foot. Fires it ahead to... Nope, can't get it ahead. Brookings-Harbor will take that and then kick it out of bounds. Sophia Castillo will chase it down. Here comes St. Mary's again, into the middle to West. Banged out of there. But Gibbs is going to rescue it for the moment. There's a little fancy footwork. Fires on goal, and Marrington will stop it. So the St. Mary's Crusaders are going to move along Thursday. They'll be playing Sutherland. That game will take place in Grants Pass. I have no idea where they're playing it at in Grants Pass. I have no idea what time they're playing it in Grants Pass. So I'm not a wealth of information here. I'll have to find out myself where we're going. Or if we're going. Fulton had it for just a moment, but ridden off by Gibbs. Here's Gibbs with it now. Ahead again to West. West. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Her and West and Marrington collided. That'll just result in a Brookings-Harbor kick from the goal. Not much harm as far as the Crusaders are concerned. There's Gibbs, West, Gibbs. Oh, there's West with it. And finally, the Bruins get it out of there. There's a shot. Marrington will handle it. Taking that shot. That was on the far side. As I tell you who took the shot, but I don't have a real good view of the number. There's a whistle. And what do we have? We have an injury. Well, I know I can stop the clock at this point. I don't know exactly what the injury is all about. So, I would imagine, I don't know, I guess if Joe is listening, he can text his son Caleb, but I would imagine we'll be in Grants Pass. That's number 11, Mia Castillo, the one that was injured. And they also make a substitution, does St. Mary's, is Parker Gutches is in. But I'm going to assume that we will be following the fortunes of St. Mary's up to Grants Pass on the TableRockSports.net YouTube channel. There's a kick and a goal. There's a goal. They finally got one in. And we're going to say it's number 11 because I believe that's who did it. But that was like in the 78th moment. So we're giving that to Zoe Carlson. Into the game also is Vanessa Fuentes. As we dip under 3 minutes to go, we've now moved past the 77-minute mark. That one's out of bounds. Guess I should restart my humble clock. We've lost a few seconds, so it'll probably end right around on time by the time they've had some of this stoppage. And that's out of bounds, and that'll be Brookings-Harbor. And he's holding up now. So in a 7-1 game, the Crusaders will extend their season for one more game, at least. We'll have to see who the other participants are in the semifinals. As we say, we know Sutherland is one. That's who Brookings will be playing. There's Dobry going to fire and score. Goal for St. Mary's. And comes with the 79 and 78.5 minute mark. Only took them 30 seconds. West was able to find out, and the game's over. Right there on that goal. So, we show you the John L. Scott scoreboard. And this is the final score here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The final reads St. Mary's 8, Brookings-Harbor 1. We'll be back with the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
You need to get from here to there. By using public transit, bicyclists can go farther, save money, and improve the environment. RVTD. Here to get you there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
You need to get from here to there. Using public transit to get to and from work gives you peace of mind and can save you money. RVTD. Here to get you there.
And welcome to the My Circle K powered by GP Energy post-game show, where they fuel your road trip and add crunch to your lunch. As you can see by the John L. Scott scoreboard, it was an 8-1 victory for the St. Mary's Crusaders. And what that means now is that they're going to go on to play Sutherland Thursday in Grants Pass. I don't have the details as to what field they're playing on or what time or anything like that. We'll have to get all that information together. The scoring went this way, though. St. Mary's scored at the 19-minute mark when Gibbs scored her first goal, the first of 3 eventually for her. And then they scored again at the 28.5-minute mark when Gibbs scored one more time. At the 34-minute mark, Dobry took it in. And at the 40-minute mark of the first half, West drilled one. And St. Mary's had a 4-0 lead. Took a while for them to get going in the second half, but right around the 54-minute mark. Then, hold on here, Fernandez put one in. At the 69-minute mark, Dobry got her second one. At about the 71-minute mark, Gibbs scored her third to give her a hat trick. At the 78-minute mark, Castillo put one in. And at about the 78.5-minute mark, West drilled her second one. On the Brookings-Harbor was the one that scored at about 78 minutes. I think it was Pearson that drilled that one in for the Bruins to make it an 8-1 ball game. So the Crusaders live on to play another day. That'll be Thursday, and we'll be there, according to the text I said. I just got to cover the action for you, but again, I don't know what time that game starts, and maybe I'll wander over and try to find out that information for you. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank St. Mary's High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production, as I said, will be Thursday, at least as far as St. Mary's is concerned. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is St. Mary's 8, Brookings-Harbor 1. This has been a special presentation at Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. With Caleb Franklin, I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon.
By Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.